Before your next glow up or your next chapter in life or the next time you decide to reinvent yourself, you need to know this. I admire women for a constant desire to become better, girls on a mission to become hotter, smarter, more confident, more successful, and more feminine. You want your new chapter, your new era, but before you step into it, there are 10 things you must do to prep yourself for the transformation with clarity, intention, and the confidence you actually gonna follow through. The first thing you need to do before your new era begins is that you have to be brave enough to say, I want more, and it's okay. Admit and accept that you want something bigger, you want more, you want something different than what you have right now. It sounds obvious, like, I want to change, I'm changing, duh. But stay with me. The real change requires more difficult processes to happen, not only changing your habits or routines. You have to be brave enough to say, I want more. This is not okay for me anymore. And it's not you being greedy, it's reaching that deep level of self honesty. It takes real courage to admit that the life you're living right now is not fulfilling you anymore. It's not making you happy, that you've outgrown it. Because in that moment, you are forced to face everything you've been avoiding, the comfort, the patterns, the choices you've made so far. It is incredibly painful to walk away from your own ways, from the ways you've been living your life so far. And honestly, it's just like going through a breakup, but the breakup with the old ways and the old version of yourself. And that is so much harder than walking away from a man, because now you are letting go of an identity you've carried for years, you've crafted for years. And believe me, I know what I'm talking about. It took me a year of struggle, pain, and unhappiness, witnessing myself withering before actually accepting that I'm unhappy. Like, I'm unhappy with the ways things are right now, and that pushed me towards a change. Leaving your old ways is scary, it's terrifying, but once you overcome and process that fear, you'll feel relieved and even more determined to achieve your goals. I swear, you will feel something shifting within you. And the next thing to do is to step out of limiting environments and stop worrying about what other people think or say. You need to detach and let go of the fear of being judged or making mistakes. While you're still bothered by what other people will think about you or about their judgment, you will not grow. You're like a plant that's outgrown its pot, you know? You let the environment, other people, circumstances shape you instead of being an active force in your own life. And what usually happens to a plant which roots outgrew its pod? Exactly, the plant rots and dies after reaching its peak in growth. Same thing with you. Your desire for a change is you outgrowing your pot, but in order to enter the new chapter, you need to relax about external judgment. Like, for real, you need to think beyond the boundaries of your own pot. No one else will live your life for you, and people will judge you regardless of what you do. If you stay the same, they will judge you for not changing while having all the possibilities. And if you actually step out of your comfort zone and change, they will judge you for doing something they never could. So, which one is better? I grew up a chronic people pleaser, so for me, letting go of social acceptance was tremendously hard. All those thoughts and imaginary inner dialogues of what people say about me and what they might, might, and could say, mm, mm, mm. Such a delicious, perishing torture I indulged upon myself. In reality, no one cares. And if they do, Why do you care? So, personally, I'd rather shape my own reality and live rent free in other people's minds than stay stuck in that suffocating swamp of unhappiness, slowly rotting under the fear of what others might think of me. Step number 3, explore your strengths and weaknesses. Know them well and accept every side of who you are. I think this one is so important. You're here because you want to become better. You want to level up. And we and when we are in this leveling up mindset, it's so easy to focus only on our strength, the qualities we are proud of, and we try at the same time to eradicate weaknesses. But your weaknesses can easily become your biggest strength, your source of power. It's the matter of perspective. In Italian, there is a word I like. It's sfumatura. It means shade or nuance. But if I try to elaborate, it's not only colors, the main color palette of your personality. It's the full spectrum of colors and shades, giving those colors of your personality depth. Carl Jung, the father of psychoanalysis, talked a lot about the shadow self concept. So, those hidden parts of you that we often deny or suppress, those shadows are part of your story. They're not your enemy, they're nothing to be ashamed of. Don't get rid of them, explore them, accept them. Those shadows are rooted in your personality way deeper than you think. Some come from your childhood, fears, and years of conditioning. They live deep within your personality, quietly influencing your choices until you finally have to face them. Good qualities are nice. Your light, your confidence, your kindness, your ambition will only take you so far if you keep rejecting your darker sides. Your transformation will be sustainable only when you stop pretending to be perfect and start integrating all parts of you, bringing those shadows to light. By embracing yourself fully, you will feel more confident because you didn't spend time only polishing your good qualities, but because you've done the inner work with the parts of you once saw as weaknesses. And when someone points out your flaws, it doesn't sting anymore. You've already met those parts of yourself and you've made peace with them. Step number 4 is to identify your tangible and intangible assets, your skills, experience, knowledge, resources, and opportunities. If previously we met our shadows, now is the time to dig and find all your assets, talents, tools, and capabilities. Get real with yourself, no judgment, no limiting mindset. What are you good at? What comes naturally to me? And don't be modest. If you're a little bit like me, you might have a tendency to downplay your abilities and being blind to your own talents. So go back through your memories and try to remember, what do others often compliment you on? Those compliments that you timidly brushed off. What are you passionate about? What is your field of expertise? What resources do you have access to right now? Knowledge, connections, time, even energy. Energy is tremendously valuable resource, and don't let you be scared and intimidated by the things you don't know or don't have yet. What you're lacking can be learned, built, or acquired. This step is about clarity. Once you know your real starting point, you can focus your energy on your next level. And we're moving on to the step 5, which is gather as much information as you can about what you truly want. Your final destination, your personal definition of success. And disclaimer, do so without trying to copy someone else's path to success. I think the access we have and The fact that people are sharing their journeys, tips, and advices on how to reach something or somewhere is extremely valuable. But it became so easy also to get lost in this variety of different blueprints. I'm inviting you to use those blueprints to get inspired by others, but your journey has to be designed for you, by you. Otherwise, you will end up chasing someone else's dream. You want to have a clear idea of where you're going while preserving your authenticity. You want to achieve your goal without burning out perceiving someone else's ideal and walking someone else's path in those shoes that are either too small or too big for you. I sometimes think about it as a solo traveling to a new city. It can be so overwhelming, but it's so exciting at the same time. Before you go, it's natural that you do your research. You want to know the must see places, where to eat, where to shop, and where to meet cool people. But at the same time, you don't want to limit yourself to an itinerary that someone else mapped out for you. You want to have room to choose what fits your vibe and keep some free space to explore and experience the city in your own way. You want to wander a little, explore hidden streets, get lost, and find something that feels uniquely yours in this adventure. And that's how you should use these blueprints. Use them to guide you without copying them. You want to live this big change in your life, you want to live it. Do your research, study the people who inspire you, learn from their stories, but when it comes to your path, make sure it fits your rhythm, your energy. Move through it authentically. And talking about authenticity, let's move to the next point, which is start filtering your circle, slowly replacing people who hold you back with those who move towards similar goals. It sounds harsh, I know, and as painful as it can be, you need to distance yourself from people who don't believe in you. You want to surround yourself with like minded people, people who share your drive, your values, and your vision. Outgrowing people is very bittersweet, but it's part of life. You outgrow some people outgrow you. We're social creatures, and our environment shapes us more than we think. When you are surrounded by people who share your goals, who share your values, who support you in your journey, they actually make it feel effortless for you. And it's not because they want the same thing, it's actually because they experience the same struggles as you do. This way, you feel seen and understood, and this shared experience fuels you. When you share your struggles with people who don't share at least a fraction of your vision or don't know partially what you're going through, you might end up doubting your choices and derail from your chosen path. Exactly this happened to me several times. I feel so deeply the desire for freedom in my mind, in my body. I can so clearly feel and envision it, and this desire is one of my biggest driving forces. But after sharing my desire with some people, I ended up doubting my sanity. I ended up wondering if I should just settle down, or I don't know, am I longing for an unreasonable thing? But deep down, I knew back then, and pretty sure about it now, that settling down and accepting the social pressure would never make me happy. That's why it's so important to build a circle of like minded people that aligns with where you're headed. People who believe in you, who cheer you on, who remind you that your dreams are not too big. And we move to the next one. So, number 7, define your own criteria for making choices in life. Learn to clearly recognize this fits me, this doesn't. This is okay, that isn't. Practice setting boundaries. Defining your own criteria for making choices goes hand in hand with values you have. Your choices should reflect your values, not someone else's expectations. And values are usually connected to the capability of setting boundaries. Think of your values as your North Star that guides your ship. What is your Polaris? That one goal that you want to reach, that direction that feels right in your bones. And don't make it abstract, make it as tangible as possible. Because when you know what you're aiming for, you're gonna be making choices that align with your direction. As woman to woman, babe, I cannot stress enough the importance of boundaries. For real. What do you not accept? What is not good for you? Your values and your boundaries will give you strength to walk away pain and guilt free from things that drain and hurt you. At the same time, they will give you strength and self confidence. And believe me, it's perfectly fine. It's okay to say no. The world won't collapse tomorrow. I checked. And related to this one, we move on to the next point. You need to find your personal why and how, like your inner motivation for action. Your why is the reason behind everything you do, and your how is the way you choose to express it, the method that feels most natural and authentic to you. Finding it might be one of the hardest steps you'll have to take, like choosing from this list. You'll have to dig very deep inside to look beyond what's shiny and obvious to uncover the true motivation beneath surface desires. Often, what we think motivates us may be money, status, fame, recognition. It's just something that lays on the surface. It's the consequence, like the shiny part of an achievement. But the real motivation lays deeper within you. Sometimes it's dictated by fear. Sometimes we want to fill our cup and feel whole. For a long time, I thought my why was money. I wanted a lot of it, like the freedom, the comfort, the validation I thought it would bring. And surprise not, I never had it. I had to rethink the way I approach life. So I tried meditation and embodiment practices to look deeper within myself, and then I realized it's not the money I desire. It was the freedom that money represents, the ability to choose unconditionally, to live life on my own terms, make choices, to choose based on how I feel without the need to rationalize it. After I shifted my motivational focus, I became more free and I got more money. So I really want you to think, what is it that you really desire? Safety, peace, love, acknowledgement, recognition. Be honest, there is no right or wrong here. It's just something that will power you through the journey of becoming the best version of yourself. Find it, nurture it, and you will notice that your path is unfolding with more ease and purpose than ever before. So, we're approaching the end of this list, and number 9 is build your own strategy and turn it into a system. This ties pretty much everything what's already been said together. Knowing your why, following your own path, and staying true to what drives you. Your dreams will stay dreams if you don't turn them into goals with a clear vision of how to make them real. Step by step, one small action at a time, but as long as you are stepping, you are moving towards your dreams and making them a reality. Dream big and back it up with discipline. And dream without action, it's just mental noise. As long as you're moving, you're evolving. As long as you're acting, you're creating your life where you are the main character. And remember, the system you build has to be yours. Take the best parts from other people's journeys, get inspired, learn from them, and create a better one for yourself. Add a spark of creativity to someone else's experience and make it yours. Make it majestic. And this is how we move to the point number 10. And point number 10 is as easy and very hard at the same time. Take action. And this is, might be the hardest thing you'll have to do. Just do it at your own speed with fallbacks. It's fine. Shake it off, learn, adjust, and just keep moving forward. Don't wait for the perfect moment. You don't need to have it all figured out. You'll figure out so many things throughout the journey. Stay flexible, stay curious, be open to rethink, to revisit, to evolve. Sending a big hug your way, and thank you for watching it, and I'll see you in the next one.